And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the 4 tonight. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. George and Leonard are the forwards. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, Simmons and Dinwiddie are the guard set. Thomas is out there with Bridges, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 5. And still so much, Greg, to learn about these teams. When do we get a sense of a team's true identity?
Well, not this early in the season. I'd say at least a quarter of the way through it. That's when you kind of get a sense of a squad's chemistry.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Harden surveying the D. Rebound, Brooklyn. Bridges outside. Sinks the triple. Bridges got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Brooklyn.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Harden redishes it to Leonard. That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And despite the KD Kyrie era fizzling out, Richard, you saw this firsthand. Brooklyn proved they are a destination franchise.
Yeah, just getting KD and getting Kyrie to sign was a win for the Nets. It proved that all stars will go to Brooklyn. Now it's about finding the right stars.
And here's Leonard. After Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. Leonard the pass to Harden. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Bridges misses.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
It's sent back down by Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Russell Westbrook. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
So he gets them both. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Richard, they had grand plans, it just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Dinwiddie with it. Leonard picks him up. Dinwiddie dishes to Bridges. No good on that one. Great D that time from Leonard. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Outside Thomas. Over George. And a little up that time, but it drops.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
On George, here we go. And it's Paul Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, when things aren't going your way, it's tough to stick it out. So I applaud them for hanging in there.
Season for him last year, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now, here's Bridges, coming off 31 points last game, shoots over Leonard. Finney-Smith, it's held in by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 7.
Great concentration from Leonard, able to sink the shot while taking the contact.
Now the pass to Simmons. Into the lane, and then Simmons slams it in.
The amazing move of Simmons. He's just so much fun to watch with the ball in his hand.
Harden outside. Zubac in the post. Finney-Smith defending. And that one, good.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Leonard. George trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden against Dinwiddie. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Simmons. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Westbrook. Simmons with the defensive effort. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. And this
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And then for the Clippers, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Kawhi Leonard. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside for Thomas. Plumlee with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Now here's Harden. Now Westbrook. Scoreless thus far. And they get it back. The offensive rebound. Plumlee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Team second.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
That's good from Plumlee. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Norman Powell comes in for James Harden. And Bones Highland subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Whitehead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Lonnie Walker.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Highland deciding where to go with it. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. Passes to O'Neal. He can't get that one to fall. Plumlee with some nice D. Clippers trailed by 4. Powell down low. O'Neal's there. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Smith inside. He's defended by Highland. And here's Walker outside. He gets hauled in by Paul George.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And he lays it straight in. George has got 6.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Pass to Walker. Lock at 6. It's good. And the Nets lead by 4. And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for L.A. The pass to Tucker. Shoots over O'Neal. A nice shot by Tucker.
Assisted by Mason Plumlee.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now here is Smith. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Whitehead. The Clippers grab the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Inside, here's Whitehead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the ball and will shoot two.
And let's look at some numbers for Plumlee. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 11 points a game last season. 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. LA's gone 0-2 from DP. Powell, the pass to Highland. Good work there as it goes.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Nets shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Pass to Whitehead.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Stolen by George. 4-on-3 break. Here's Highland. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Smith scanning the floor. Stolen by Highland. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Walker's shot is off.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
He takes it in. Highland's shot is good. Highland's got his second bucket of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Passes it to Sharp. Highland against Smith. Shoots over Highland. The Clippers grab the miss. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Nets trailed by 4. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Walker the pass to Sharp. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And it's George missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Sharp the pass to Walker. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by Walker.
Greater baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
30.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Simmons and Dinwiddie are the guard set. Bridges out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Thomas in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. A 3 from Leonard. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And look at Kawhi's rhythm. It's a fluid motion from him getting the ball to putting up the shot.
To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Here's Dinwiddie, takes it inside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just one on the basket from Plumlee.
The most underrated part of Harden's game, his playmaking. James is amazing at setting up other players.
And finish off by Finney Smith.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Plumlee finds Westbrook with the drive. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his fourth rebound in this one. Dinwiddie wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Westbrook against Simmons. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Feeds to Tucker. 5 on the clock. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Nets.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Clippers trail by 3. And here's Westbrook. Still without a basket. Leonard looking over the floor. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there in situations like this. He stands tall to prevent points.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finish off by Finney Smith.
Assisted
Vision
by
for Simmons, picking out the right pass at the right time.
Westbrook with it. 17 points in his last outing. And good that time. Westbrook's got his first points of the night.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
Pass to Bridges. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Bridges has got 10.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Zubac is checked in for Mason Plumlee.
Yo, right here.
Leonard inside. He's against Bridges. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And so much of what this team does at both ends centers around Kawhi Leonard. Is the anchor.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Pass to Conley. Back to Dinwiddie. And he jams it with authority. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And finished off by Westbrook.
When this man takes off, it is special. Westbrook looking unstoppable.
And the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Clowney. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got his third basket of the night.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Westbrook, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Good job to take it right at him.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Been at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He's off on the first.
Westbrook is always at the top of the league in attempts, but doesn't shoot a great percentage.
Second free throw, no good. The Nets with the lead. To the paint, here's Dinwiddie, and the rejection by Leonard.
And we're accustomed to seeing this out of Kawhi, one of the best defenders in our league. And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
Timeout called, the Nets. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They've got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
He's coming off an excellent season, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Here's Dinwiddie. Westbrook with the nice D there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Harden, that's good.
A staple of Harden's attack. His three-point shot is about as lethal as it gets.
Simmons against Westbrook. That one's good. The Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Ben Simmons.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Harden, no good. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Simmons looking around. Here's Dinwiddie, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. Bridges against Leonard. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Leonard's got 22.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Richard, what's an unseen skill that P.J. Tucker possesses, one that might normally go unnoticed?
That's a good question, Ken. I think it's his communication. Tucker's a big talker on the field. He's sharing information, alerting his teammates. It's an underrated skill of leadership.
Here's Harden. Again, Los Angeles.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Dinwiddie against Harden. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Passes it to Finney-Smith. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Free throw line jump shot. And again, the Clippers good for two.
Excellent job using the mid-range there. Kawhi, that's a go-to shot for him.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from Coach is simple. Stop him.
George, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Powell comes in for James Harden. And Bones Highland subbed in for Russell Westbrook. O'Neal outside. And finished off by O'Neal.
Willing to work the ball to his open teammate. Smith Jr., this is what leaders do best.
The Clippers in the lead. To the inside. George. Good on the shot. 12 points for George.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Clowney. The shot, no good. George with the defensive effort. In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Dishes it to Powell. Outside, George. Puts up a deep three. Clowney pulls it in.
He missed that one. I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
And originally undrafted, Royce O'Neal's hard work, Richard, has certainly paid off.
Yeah, he's really smart defensively. You can match him up against any opponent's best scorer. And then on the other end, he can help space the floor.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Highland. Off target from outside. And so Whitehead will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Walker. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Highland misses.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
Highland against Smith. Here's Whitehead. Shot clock at 6. George with the defensive effort. Now here's Powell. Guarded closer. Counted. Powell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Walker. Yep, that one goes. Walker's got 8 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's George. A rebound by the Nets. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Sharp. Here's Whitehead, defended by George. And the rejection by Zubac.
Stay here. Brooklyn basketball. Substitutions on the court.
And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 3.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
His first personal. Second team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. De'Ron Sharp.
And that one misses. George looking around. 3 seconds left. That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for LA. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. It is all happening for him so far tonight. An incredible first half performance. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
The road can be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the top. They're shrugging off the man. All of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, it's been a big night for the guys on the bench so far. The scoring has given them a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. George and Leonard are the forward. Hardman there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubac at center.
And they are amped up right now. After trailing for so long and then trimming that margin, finally they take the lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
That free throw good from Thomas. The Clippers trail. Outside, George. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And sticking with his shot, Paul George willing that ball in.
Dinwiddie against Westbrook. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Clippers. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Leonard, no luck.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Harden against Dinwiddie. Harden with the defensive effort. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Fires from 14. Here's Zubac. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Simmons, 6 for 6, and the miss from the field.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
Al Harden, 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. Outside for George. Beyond the arc. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook sharing the ball with open teammates, making the right play.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. He says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody. Whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
First personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for the Clippers, Paul George. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Outside Thomas takes the 3. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 7th assist here tonight. Down low, here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
So far, the game plan has been to give the ball to Kawhi. With how well it's working, there's no reason to change.
Here's Thomas, and that one is off. Good D by Harden. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. RJ, the thing about James Harden, whatever your team needs, he can provide at a very high level.
Yeah, beyond the scoring and the passing, if you need 10-plus boards, he can do that for you also. Steals, the man lives in the passing lanes. Each night, he makes an impact in a different way.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, James Harden.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon.
Both free throws good for James Harden.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
On the wing, Dinwiddie, guarded by Harden. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Westbrook. Over Simmons. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender. Whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter, he's a shot-blocking threat.
Clowney. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. Kicks it out to Harden. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tripped off a little bunny.
Bridges misses.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Simmons sends it in.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Harden outside. Takes it off the glass. Harden's got 11.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Simmons on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. And it's set back by Leonard. Westbrook against Dinwiddie. That's tipped.
Gotta be careful shooting with Bridges roaming nearby because he's good at coming up with rejections.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and he's able to get back as soon as possible.
Whitehead's checked in for the Nets. PJ Tucker in for Russell Westbrook. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Bridges outside. Harden against Simmons. Stolen by Harden. In the corner, George with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons against Harden. Passes it to Thomas. Over George. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles A's cut down to 3 on the bucket from Thomas.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Hey, when you trust your shot like he does, it doesn't matter how much side you're giving up. He feels the mid-range in his territory.
Going inside. Right-hand shot is off. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to George. That one good for 2. George has got 12 points in just the second half.
and he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Thomas with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Thomas, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer from Brooklyn. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain. It's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. Now, this team came into the season with some high hopes. It's not the way they wanted to start things off. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know Greg how he's doing.
Yeah, but when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Pass to Connor. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass. And nasty jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
And that was a smart pass by Leonard, willing to share it.
Nets trailed by 9. Simmons passes to Whitehead. On the wing, Bridges. Pass to Whitehead. Shot clock at 6. Simmons on the wing. Guarded by Harden.
And give him credit. Simmons struggled at the line when he entered the league, but it's really improved his foul shooting.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That's good from Simmons.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers. Bones Highland comes in for James Harden. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Powell, the pass to Highland. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Highland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. Shoots over O'Neal. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
To the paint, here's Smith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Plumlee's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 1:04 left here in the 3rd quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Highland with it. 6 points for him. His 3-pointers off the mark. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
The pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Walker with a clean look. Here's Sharp. And there's the bucket. Still with it in the offensive press, getting it done. Sharp's got 6.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Highland. He gets it in there. Highland's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Walker's shot is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Lonnie Walker sharp out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Smith in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Highland misses. Nets trailed by 12. Smith outside, passes to O'Neal. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Now here's Paul. And they call an illegal screen.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. Smith outside. Outside, Walker for the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Bridges kicks to Smith. Outside, Walker. Back to Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
I tell you what, at only 6'3", Smith has some major hops. Super at leaking up quickly to throw it down.
Tucker can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, who talked to the team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thanks, David. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Harden.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Outside, O'Neal. Back to Simmons. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Wazoo is making a switch here. George is checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
You can say this about Harden. The man knows how to draw a whistle.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Clippers, James Harden, shooting 2.
Free throw good from Harden. And both free throws good for James Harden.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Pass to Walker. And here's Sharp. Baseline jumper. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Harden with the stuff.
One of the league's best scorers. Harden knows his team depends on him to help shoulder most of that offensive load.
And here is Simmons. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Westbrook. Harden up top. 6 on the shot clock. Over Walker. Rebound, Brooklyn. O'Neal looking around. Bridges passes to Simmons. Outside, O'Neal. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Now Westbrook. Outside, George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
3.
Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from 3-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Zubac against O'Neal. And the rejection by Zubac. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Back to Bridges. Now, here's Sharp. Defended by George. Here's O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Royce O'Neal. At the line, 2 times.
No good on that one. The Nets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Now we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
It's tipped, stolen by Harden, and even 3-on-3 break. Here's Westbrook, and he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
And how about that athleticism? Stunning dunk there by Westbrook.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King. Simmons passes to Sharp. The Nets working the ball around now. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Chalk up 2 there. O'Neal's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his house shooting can do it alone.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
A comfort zone for Westbrook. He still has so much confidence in his mid-range game.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Simmons. On the wing, Bridges. O'Neal dishes to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Foul. Royce O'Neal. First personal foul. Team second. At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Sharp. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Powell. And George drops them both. And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing by 17. Thomas against Harden. Bridges passes to Thomas. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Simmons!
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
His third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for the Clippers, James Harden. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good for James Harden. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 17-point game. O'Neal kicks to Simmons. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Leonard the pass to George. Zubats in the post. Finney-Smith defending. Second chance effort. And Zubats puts it in. And the Clippers lead by 19.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And the shot goes in. Thomas got 12 points in just the second half.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's George. It's good.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's O'Neal. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10. Double-digit perfection.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Over Simmons. Here's Zubac. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Bridges. Leonard, no luck. Nets trailed by 19. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Simmons. There's the drive. And Simmons slams it in.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hands. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Shooting 2.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
And that one falls for Bridges. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Sharp's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker comes in for Thomas. And it's Dennis Smith in for Simmons.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high-motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him. How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. He kicks to Leonard. It's good.
Kawhi Leonard.
And that's now 30 points for Kawhi Leonard.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Walker's shot is off. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Zubac. Highland with it. And it's Bones Highland with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Highland against Smith. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.